about cool stuff, and we talk about even cooler stuff.
Okay, we got Giants on defense, we got Liquid on attack.
Team Liquid, their chance to step up and show us their new look. GiantX, similar stature.
Insta Viper Wall for the site here.
Grand final, there can only be one.
Camo dash smoke probably for this.
Let's push towards this long haul position. Got to be careful, Omen on the other side.
And they really respect it.
Yeah, but
they're about to 5-pass and tank an Omen flash.
From this Gecko and Raze flanking, they're going to be
Wait,
locked
why is
into
it
the
so
corner, so they have
long?
to fight forward, and it's just the shots aren't connecting. Ryan is a bloodbath, but it's going both ways. Kiko notices the flanking again, and a new sort of role for this player, the old duelist of the roster, known for the rain
The
and
Omen
for the
flash from
jet, and now
Tamazi was so
taking up the
late.
mantle of the Sentinel.
Great shot from Nats though. And it's all on Cloud, 1 on 3. Spike will go down towards A. Post plant already set up for success. Doesn't matter where Cloud comes from, there's bodies scattered everywhere. He'll try his best from short. Rotating from spawn. Drops down, but it might just be a drop into his own demise. The wall couldn't have gone up at a better time as well. It is brought down quite quickly, so Cloud giving away back in, but Patatek already on the angle.
Dude, the lighting on Sunset looks so weird.
Oh, I hate it, bro. It's like watching the CS map.
Why does the lighting look so weird on this map?
I don't know
now?
why they changed it just for this
I'm
one
really
map.
excited for is how these roles actually develop, whether it's going to be sort of that chop and change between maps, because realistically, looking at Liquid, you have 3 players that could honestly thrive on duelists, and I don't know if this is more of a permanent thing or if they're trying things out in the official, but it's really nice to see that sort of role flexibility. It definitely has been.
Yeah, it was a nice pistol. I do think on Giants though, like the breach has got to be jiggling that to make sure that the Omen flash can actually go off early.
Normally that Sentinel player, so, and also he's taking on the role of IGL, so it's going to be interesting to see sort of the newer IGL of Nat. Sure, he's got so much experience versus Cloud, who's been IGL for like 2 years on this under the same team name. Be interesting to see how both of them measure up to each other. Again, it is an off-season event, going to take you with a pinch of salt.
Surely no tech balls after the first round.
A new coach call for Liquid.
I'm just gonna go to the chill after this thingy. Who are they waving at?
Some waving going
Who's
on.
Gio waving at?
This is a technical pause
Aimon
again.
maybe.
Big fan.
Okay, the funky music's playing, so I think that is definitely.
Yeah, he's just hitting a little cricket move in the stands like that.
Hopefully nothing too serious.
Little bowling action.
Usually a lot of these are like, you know, TeamSpeak technical issues or in-ears not working to scratch, or you can hear the crowd, something like this. I don't quite know. We don't know the issue, but usually isn't something too pertinent. Only 1 round to go so far, so I'm not going to say.
The pistol.
The grouping for Liquid in that round.
A pressure
really
into cam.
Basically shoulders width apart. Weren't giving all too much.
It's a Gecko flash corner. Wait for the flash to come up. Push.
Okay, we're back in.
It was okay.
Are they handling the anti-go? I mean, yeah, it was fine. It was more Giants messed up than anything.
Not a bad way to start your new.
I like that they're keeping with the Viper. We had a lot of success with it. I don't love the Viper wall.
I like the Viper stuff on defense as well. I think now when you want to kind of hold back a site as well, like the Viper stuff's really good.
I don't love the wall though.
This is probably just for the first 2 rounds.
Simple as that. You get my
Hope
point.
so.
Team Liquid.
Okay, and at least Nats is on his own. He's the one with the ghost. Gets info.
It's Nats from behind. We'll just tell his team to
accelerate. Dude, 6 kills already. We're about to get an early Viper roll.
Just clicks down all 3 pushes towards A main, 1 by 1.
Jesus, what's going on outside? It's so loud.
That Nats draws. Kiko even through middle will find one. Trying to spam away a second runner will eventually get there to deny a
Then
flawless
let's try and get the ult up quickly.
But the body's quick to react and
Okay,
respond.
very clean. Very clean. Keep the 3 rifles, enough money to buy. Do on top of it as well, so.
yeah, like you said, it's talking about Nats in that situation has managed to walk away with.
They're doing good
3.
as well. Getting like Patty hasn't had
was
many
actually
kills,
working,
but
we
making
can
sure
see
he
it on
gets
the
plant.
replay,
Probably got B orb here as well, I think.
Yeah, imagine if Gio doesn't hunt the gun
very
down
nice,
here.
calm and collected, and then it's just basically
Let
a
him
cleanup
get
from there
all.
on out.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah, that's actually true.
Realistically, the only way
But he's kind of
to
allowed
see
to
if
because he
they're
has a
able
gun.
to
Nah, he's toxic.
You want to go
rotates
swap the
over,
guns
flood
and then do it?
do a little bit more
Nah,
damage,
this guy's not
but
allowed to. This guy's got
realistically,
to
in
sit in
that round, they've
spawn.
only taken away pistols from the players.
I know he's watching this
For
back,
the
so
side
that's
of
why.
Team Liquid coming into this, that means they have a decently charged buy. Even Pico going over onto that Vandal because again he only
Game sound, yeah, it's crazy low. There's nothing we can do.
Okay, it's the idea of this wall that he can put the smoke up. The guy on the right side can't tell if he's gone into this corner.
Yeah, you can luck. You can go left side, and then you're blocked by the wall. It's similar to what
through the smoke, and that's an easy kill
Safe
for
used to do.
GiantX to pick up.
No,
So
Safe
that's
didn't play
gonna
this
call for
wall.
like a reevaluation
He just
for Team
used to
Liquid
push
coming
through
into
the
this. That
smoke.
Yeah, that's
avenue
true.
into B, the crunch that
But it
they
does
do
the same
in
thing,
the
apart from
market
you have
is
cover on
focused
left
at
side.
the same
And
time
then
as being
you
cut
can
off.
put
So
wall up and
they
then hide
changed
behind
the,
this box
sights
here.
and looking back over towards A.
Giants have adapted well though. This trip is the perfect adaptation to this comp.
I mean, the trips need to change the whole time because the trips are the one thing that Liquid should get owned by.
It's Nats that is happy to get inside, and now it's up to Liquid to make the move because they know man down. They've got to go pressuring something. Kamek trying to deny the omen of life. And he's just able to tuck behind the smoke and spawn.
Wait, how did he win that? Okay.
And he will.
I felt like Tamazi might have been good. He was low HP though.
Kiko with a massive wrap around
Gio
towards
could win
spawn.
it. He's got good timing.
Well, you've got options
He's running
now.
though.
Yeah, kind of looking alright. West side's got to do a lot here.
West side gets spotted.
Kiko's got to speed up a lot of that.
Charge down, try and find this side.
Damn.
His counterpart removed, and now it's a
boy.
vacant B site that they can get the plant in on. Purpo runner 2 on 3.
Damn, the Kiko Cypher.
Really
Solo one in this round.
It's just about taking fights and trying to take heads. And unfortunately, workforce cut in half before they get the ball rolling. And Kiko will finally fall. But it's at the cost of his friend as runner left against 2. And a jump spot to bait in the shots.
Crazy how different the map looks just with the line.
Quickly decapitated on site.
Okay, nice. Pistol into a bonus. We're snowballing out here. We got an eco to make sure they can get the official as well. Giants 2-9 lost bonus. They can get some Buckies maybe.
Back in the days of only
Dingers. Sheriffs.
rifles, or 3 heavily invested ones into that second round, able to force up a Vandal into the third one. One of the players, see the useful it had on Kiko that manages to pick up 3 in the round, and that just makes the third round so dangerous, and especially going into this one now. Sure, you can look at Runner, the fact that the ultimate is one away, Rolling Thunder if they want to go for something aggressive, but Team Liquid, their ultimates are starting
EP
to
across for a
stack up
default for a
pretty
double
quickly.
swing with the flash.
30-second Nats already close to theirs, and then Kamek and Kame's
Okay.
on their way up and up again.
Giants
Races
wanna.
towards mid yet again for GiantX. They did
I'm
it
not
with
even sure what
pistol,
Giants want to do here.
did it in the second as well, and doesn't necessarily
they
work
wanna
out for
mid-fight
them the
at a
way
random
they
timing.
intend. But
Yeah,
this
they're
time
just waiting for the
flash
smoke
up,
to go to swing, right?
wanting to brave it through the smoke
Yeah,
to
okay.
get shot down. Just the
play
patience
fast
from Team
rotate
Liquid,
up the
that was really
sides.
important, and just making sure, because
This is nice
GiantX and
from Giants
especially how
though
they
that
were playing the
they
second
found the
round,
gap
their
right of this
briefing is
smoke.
for making
Over
sure they're
towards
trying
A?
to use the numbers
Yeah,
as
kind
that
of.
when
There's
conditions
no
go
gap
well.
in the smoke.
And in this one,
This not a
it's
thing?
a similar sort of thing.
No.
By the
Stacking
wall?
3
No?
players
Okay.
together and sort of playing that buddy system to try and
I mean, unless he's changed his
overwhelm
lineup,
the
like,
players who are rushing out
there's
of
no
lane,
gap.
especially when you have the Cypher trip.
3 over towards here. The flash was good.
Ability being lobbed. Camo trying to find a way in. Caught in the cage. Will move through. Cloud denies.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Careful
whoa,
because
whoa.
he's forced even further forward, and that's where Cloud can penalise. We'll call that Spike.
Kiko's got to be
He's left at
careful.
his feet. Purpo hits another, and GiantX clapping back with
I mean,
pistols.
he could
and the
win it
upgrades
through the
making the
smoke.
world of a difference. Nats
Damn,
is
that's a
gone.
big
Kamek
round. They
dug
get
6
so
feet
many
under,
guns here as
and
well.
Liquid
Dude,
They have
it just felt like
Finally
no one
folds
was
up
going out on
here
site as
Sunset.
well.
Their
Well,
selection,
they
of
have
course,
no
if you've
like
only just joined
drone
us.
on anti-eco, so it's like
Yeah, they're just
really
gonna go.
tough.
They're just gonna go
Largely
bodies.
would have been
they
so
have
far,
no
so
like
good,
way of
Summer.
getting sight info.
Removed from the B site. GiantX with their first on the board, and I've got to say,
At
I
least with
think
like
Cloud's
before we had the
delay
KO
here
knife
is really
that we
nice.
could
First
like
shot picks up the
we
gun,
tried to make
gets
sure
the
we get it
second,
deep on
and now he's
sight
such a pain. He's got the
to
spike
like
that
tell us if it
fights
was
have to be
stacked or
taken
not.
elsewhere by Liquid.
Yeah,
They try
yeah.
and scramble
Camo
to
just
make
has to
up
do
for lost
everything.
time.
That.
And that's where they just get picked apart one
Anti-Eco's
by
gonna
one.
be hard for
Thunder
them
out
on this
Runner
comp.
as well. Couple of volts left
I
on the
think
Liquid
attack's
side,
now
so
gonna be hard for them, to be honest. Oh my goodness.
It's
wow,
fast
this is
aggression over
Whoa,
towards
kind
A.
of beat the
Purple
fish
is
over
still
here,
able to
but
get one
gets
big
a
nice
kill
double
to
as
take,
they.
but it doesn't matter. It's the rundown from the
Gio got
rest
the
of the
big
Liquid
kill.
players. Not only equalising, but taking the advantage back in their favour. 2 for 1 in that situation. You gladly take it, along with a free A site.
K-Spars, thank you so much. K-Spars, appreciate the 21 months. Thank you, thank you.
One-way smoke,
Get over towards side, still has Omen flash. They got Viper smoke. Should be impossible. Viper ult goes down as well. If you wanted, you could smoke in it.
Should
Cover
have
that up.
Gecko up again as well, by the way.
Yeah, they should be so fine. No, they didn't pick it up, right?
It's going to make
Did
things
he?
incredibly difficult for the
I'm pretty confident he didn't.
side to get back into. Kaiko just moving through. It's so
He
disgusting
is
from
looking
Kaiko.
crisp
Will finally fall
today.
to the hands of Cloud.
Yeah.
But justice has already been
Honestly,
served
the
for Team
Sentinel role
Liquid's
could be
recent
nice for him.
defeat. A
His
1-on-3,
first bullet is crazy.
and try as you
Yeah,
might,
and every
we
time
all
you have
know
like a
this
lurk
was
that
gonna
you're
be
kind
the
of scared
outcome.
of, like a
Cloud
one
tucks
bullet
tail,
use.
will have
Disgusting.
to remove himself from the situation.
They couldn't
Too
take this.
strong
3
to
people
deal
survive
with.
and money gets good.
These 1vx situations,
Bam.
as hard as they are, made
Insta reset.
impossible by Liquid's hold.
Cause they
Another
won
one
the
on the
eco,
board,
they can
make
still
it
buy them.
4-1.
I hope we see in the replay just that fast reaction off of the first kill at short doesn't necessarily go in favour, but as soon as the detainment goes through, you have just players swarming on that position. Yeah, there you go. Sure,
The shot though on the breach is everything.
Yeah, it kills that.
I
mean,
to trade
Trent
out
still
the
did
position,
nice.
and yeah, this you just
Yeah, I
playing
mean, if
inside
the breach
smoke.
got the kill, it's a different.
Yeah,
That's
it's
ultimate,
getting down
really just
50-50,
that
Joe.
final nail in the coffin for that round, in the sense of there's
Flash
no way
goes
back
in. Dude, I'm watching Camo get absolutely
Turn off
wrecked in a
contacts.
lot of
Hammer
this.
goes
He's done
back
good
to
to stay here
position.
though.
There's no more pushes that can be done. Purpo sticks
it.
around a little bit too long, and Camo
I like
collects.
I like the smoke. Apart from you're never ever
Again,
gonna
an
push
entry
through
kill
it.
for Liquid
Literally just to
so
give you a bit
early
of
on
safety
into
here
the
once you
I
send
don't
it
know.
in.
The
They're not
Gecko
even
flash
going A.
behind, if
It's
it
a
doesn't
pure
pop,
pivot maneuver.
you will
West
go
side
through
good
it.
start.
Yeah, that's true.
Kamek.
You push through if it doesn't pop.
Kaiko setting the smoke. Trying to weave his way around it, but not too sure if it's too dangerous on the other side.
This is one of the
Waiting
issues.
for
They can't take back
reinforcements
a
to
site.
arrive.
But
Camo, quick to take heads off shoulders. It's Tomasi caught next. And Cloud. Well, he saved the Vandal in the
damn,
last.
bro, what's going on here? His POV for this round is nuts.
The first of the main event, I do believe. And Runner, the only man to deny
mean,
the
they're
spike will
shooting.
not be stopped.
Yeah, definitely shooting.
Neither will the Jet on the Liquid side, it seems.
4 loss
Runner
bonus on
peeks
top
round
of
the corner.
this.
Will it be to the
Damn,
same
bro,
fate?
what
Of
a
course,
round. It
Camo
looked
takes all
really
5.
crispy. I don't think we have the POV replays, but it looked crispy.
6-5, and it's a 5th on the board, Ryan. In Liquids. This isn't even their map. Alright, no, it is their map pick. Sorry, I thought this was GiantX's, but yeah, at least they're hitting the ground running on their map pick. But it's so generally just a dominant in the sense of, sure, you can get some sort of highlight clips from west side towards backside, get in a couple for himself, but when we're looking at how early on
Yeah, a
they're
lot of
losing their
these are
first picks
fast, man.
so
Fair
often,
play.
and then, like you said, they're not even going A, they're going B, so it's that
Time
sort
out.
of
Pipson
misdirection,
getting involved.
pulls players away from
What do you
that
even
B site
time
in
out,
general,
yeah.
and then you're left with west
They
side
do they do a default where they
Sentinel
put
play
passive
on
pressure A, and
Cypher.
then they do a default where they
Cypher's
fight
nerfs
for
is
A.
not necessarily the most
I mean, they're just
fun
going to
to
talk
hold
about
down
how
a
to deal
solo
with the
side
A
push
stuff, I
against
think,
all the
as well.
opponents.
I think you just rely more on your trip on A,
Timeout calls.
and you play one with
GiantX
trip.
that require the first breather.
Cypher A,
Understand why the
I
scoreline
think you
does
don't
all
need
the
to put
talking
Cypher. I think you can just put
for
one
us
trip
in the first
right
quarter
side
of
and have
this
the
map.
Omen play elbow, and then you
5-1
can have the other trip.
standalone round that
It's
GiantX
more
were able
like
to win, I think
market or
was
top mid.
Yeah.
But they haven't gone top mid yet, so
combination
I'd
of
put the
fortune
market.
and
I think they'll just do a straight
rise
up
to the
switch.
Liquid attack,
They could just go straight Cypher,
hoping that they can replicate.
but I think it's not
same
optimum
success
on this
soon.
map. I
Because
don't like
right now
playing
it is a
Cypher
Liquid game
too much.
to be losing. A commanding lead.
Whose map is this? Liquid pick Sunset.
Good early start, setting the right precedent for a new squad heading into a new year.
Yeah, probably don't find out until next round anyway what they want to do.
It's the GiantX side that set themselves up with.
If
majoritively
they
Sheriff, one rogue
try
rider in
and
the hands of
force
Purpo.
through A and they keep fighting for A, I think they just insta lose when they put
You
the
see
Viper
the
there.
ideas
It's
that
just
they wanted to
2-3.
go for
the
with
Viper
that
ult.
one way over towards A, trying to put Purpo in the position
Yeah,
to
yeah, after
really
once,
be
yeah.
that round changer to get the entry. But there's absolutely nobody home, and everybody's over towards this B site. So West side is going to be tested, but there's reinforcements on the way. Cloud and Purpo are here.
Why are they going for
Jumps
info
up,
trips
leaps
and not
into
kill
action.
trips?
It's so
Is it because of the
shaky
update?
as the knives get
Yeah,
drawn
don't
out.
know.
And now Cloud gonna have fun with his ultimate. Locks the second. Hands
Telling you
restrained.
that anti-ecos are going to be an issue though.
Yeah,
They have no
no
way of
drone.
clearing kites.
Dude, I literally think they should just tank someone that doesn't buy a gun and just have a ghost with this comp.
So much more between you.
They could just go 1-3-1 the entire time and just try and stack.
I think 1-3-1's way too risky. I would literally just do 4-1 and one has a ghost.
The 2 rounds that GiantX have actually been able to
yeah, I think that's the way to do it.
No, I'm talking about defense. Defense can go 1-3-1 and just try and stack. They've got no way of identifying.
They're on the worst bite possible. When they're on the full rifles, that's where they're really struggling. But as soon as you put some sheriffs in their hands, they're right there ready to collect. And you can see Hammer unfortunately misses the opportunity, and off the back of the ultimate, there's loads of players just scrambling to protect, scrambling to scale up onto site. And it's
the only 2 rounds they've won so far are ecos.
And that's one thing I think coming into this.
Similar story, a lot of people survive, pick up the guns, money's good again. Money's low for Liquid.
Love them all individually,
okay, their solution is try and force a control with the breach done, with the breach having util there.
Last playing Sentinel on their
then they just give up on it.
So there's definitely a lot of role changes
Cameron's
coming
getting
through,
some really important kills.
Rolling Thunder are used as well.
Big Byroms gets the big entry.
Neutral into the 3v3, but they clear out middle. They got
dude, he's running the whole time. Oh, that's a nice flash through the window. That was sick.
Kaiko delivers more bad news though to the GiantX side. And as you say,
discipline as well. We like that.
It's not the premium weapons that are giving GiantX all the success.
Forcing to use the flash early.
It's all in the hands of Thomas.
TP creates pressure. They could have gone left side.
I don't think the attack change was
already
that
spotted
great.
out by Kaiko. Now there is little to no wiggle room on this site to work.
Damn, we play off the contact. Hold up, they're looking kind of good. The Kiko Cypher looks really nice.
It is 6 out
He's
of
won
8
them
for the Liquid attack.
3
rounds so far.
11-5 as well.
And just looking at the replay, there's nothing necessarily crazy. They're not going for these super complicated executes. It's realistically very simple. They split through mid onto the site and then play into the post plant. And when one player is noted out, you can see in the replay, Keiko's not
again trying to force a control, put the breach there.
Needed, and well, we
Just
saw
thinking
absolutely wasn't.
Viper, this is pointless.
All posted up so they can scale up. Made Thomas, he wanted to go for a spam through the smoke, but Purpo does get 2, and he's even staying on the angle. It's keeping it aggressive.
Still doable though.
3, but Keiko answers back in kind. That spike is going to be recovered, but
that's a little bit out of cheese.
You gotta be walking away with that feeling like you've come out on top, especially the way it started.
And now look, information gathered twice over by the neural theft. Instead of rotating,
flash over the top for the swing. Flash over the top, swing.
Go the long way around to this
Yeah, it's a nice try. Wait, how did the flash not hit?
This one's gonna be a tricky
I
one.
guess Purple shot or something.
Right direction for the util, but unfortunately,
this was just kind of individual though from Purple, really. Reckon they wanted to do one shot down and now the Cypher goes in.
Like if on.
Some massive shots over towards main. It looked like it was about to all unravel and we could be seeing Liquid run away with it. Like you saw that engagement onto Tamazi. Love the Viper Orb from Nats just to scale up mainly and be able to pop out, which is exactly what we saw them doing. I guess they just didn't account for Purple.
Gecko, did we see the run back with the previous round? Dash up top. No, okay.
Another on the round for GiantX. Thankfully, a gun
force
round,
into
so
it.
we can say
6-3.
it's not just the pistol flukes.
Giants win this round, they actually get a pretty decent half.
Why did they force?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's official.
Just about enough, right? They've already equalized the half at the bare minimum.
This half.
And even coming into this one, they don't mind going up for that lesser weaponry just to keep the buys
this
and
is
keep the
something
pressure on GiantX
we did before. We forced on like a really. I think we had like a really. Yeah, no, we did it. There was like an Ascent versus Fnatic or something, and we had control. And then we lost the pistol and we forced.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that.
That goes the way of Cloud. Liquid neutered yet again. It's
Fish all goes in.
I mean, the rotates are not here.
When it comes to playing
Oh, the stun tried to save him. Damn, bro. Gets a double as well. Gets out, stays on top. That was nice from him. Dude, honestly, Camo and Kiko are just kind of taking turns of winning rounds on their own.
That's where Camo can penalise further. Hattertex got himself
Why would it rotate so far away?
Against all but Kaiko.
They thought they'd shut down A.
Down the seconds to his demise.
They were really sure it was going to be B. They felt around before they shut down A, so they just heavy stack.
And they die by the sword that they will not give up 2 in a row. 7-3. Really nice movement. And I've got to say, I think
mid-control as well, right?
Camo just taking the initiative.
Cypher got the 3-1v1 in middle.
Ultimate, and then Purpo pushing through the smoke, or through the wall, I should say.
Like 4 people on B.
Do I like the Liquid comp? The Liquid comp should be getting owned by the Cypher, and I don't know if they do it. Well, first of all, the Cypher should be doing different trips, in my opinion. I would at least be doing it over towards A if you're going to do info trips, but over towards B, I would be doing kill trips the whole time. But maybe, because the new update, kill trips are just completely awful now.
This one, though, and
wait. Okay. Okay.
TP'd into their own spawn from mid, so I'm not sure.
Oh wait, he did the...
No, he did that. He did the all fake pressure. They're so far away that they can't hear it, so it creates a lot of pressure. And they go away from middle. Yeah.
That's what it's called now, guys. But yeah, it's
oh
just
my God.
Dude, Camo
looks
looks insane.
Market onto B and try as GiantX may. They just keep falling,
Jesus,
Ryan.
I'm telling you, these two right now are fragging way too heavy.
And I've only watched 11 rounds of him in action on Liquid so far. Unbelievable. Sky is the limit, apparently, for him and for his team.
You put one trip on A, you put one trip market.
Pick up the pieces where
and you put camera deep B main because they've not done anything B. And you play one, and you just play fast rotate to the side.
It's just bodies on the line. Liquid happy to play a game consisting of trades. And I mean, this is just so pinpoint from Camo. His snappiness, the accuracy. Yeah, I'd be damn happy.
The coaches, they did not look happy on Giant's side.
Into this, sure, you can make, for the side of Liquid, if you're looking at it right, you can make the conversations like maybe they shouldn't have lost round 4 and 7. It was against Pistols. They walked into a stack. They got lost in the sauce a little bit with the sort of just the chaos that GiantX were thriving in that position.
I mean, they should be kind of okay on this one, right? Razor official.
Again, we're going out for
a
straight.
We keep doing info trips. I'm so confused.
Cypher down, and that's just free onto the site.
Oh, Camo runs out of knives.
Oh, that's nice though.
Let's not forget.
Oh, gotta get a lot here. Damn, a good nade on top.
You can clear out a lot of the Viper ult.
Dude, this Viper was mental.
Rocket, but nobody on the other side, and that means Nats can just lock this one down. The ultimate's so hard to weave in with these players.
This Viper was sick.
It's too bad. Like, it's going to go out to market and you can just escape out.
Yeah, and then you can just spam because you plant in the open. It's incredible. This is winnable. I'm not even sure you're going to think he's default. No way. That's how he wins. It's the easiest 1v3 of his life. What even is that?
Of course, no react.
That's a sick Viper ult though. It creates so much pressure that you pushed over towards market. And dude, next time he does this ult, he can actually go market and people are going to think he's default. It's awesome.
He was just trying to get out of dodge. He was just moving,
I mean, he could just react off of it, right?
Yeah, you can just push
whoever. You can just stay default until they react.
You can even be under.
Gets the first spam through onto the second, and then Pupo, he's not even aiming at you. He's just shooting a suppressive fire, and he's walked straight into it.
Gotta be nice to be Yao right now.
What a way to
Any strat like all is just like Camo's getting 2 or Gio's getting 2.
Oh yeah, dude.
From the side of
Gio and Camo just took over though.
Utility like used in that position, there was a lack of it to then clear
you definitely got a question and the Cypher stuff. Giants though.
I mean, they couldn't ban the adaptation for, could they?
It's nuts. Okay, I don't know how else to say it. We've seen, of course, this players is taking up a little bit of role change. I know that it was on social media and coming into the IGL, but this guy was playing Viper back when he was still on that Sensor, where we were talking about Ice Voice, or when we were talking about Fracture. Love that map, by the way. Can't wait for it to come back. But yeah, it's definitely a role that he's comfortable on, and an agent he's comfortable on. And you can see it from the pistol round.
Can I watch party NA challenges? Nah, dude, I need to take some kind of break. At one point, I need to record videos for minor mini stuff.
Options,
That's got no free time.
For the side of Liquid, that you've kind of got
Sean will be watching it, right? Sean watches all of it.
Players now taking up the more supportive roles. It's sort of like, if you can frag on duelists, you can do utility as well. You can just learn that, but you can't, like, it's so much harder to teach the raw aim that some of these players are coming in with.
A delay to the start of our second half.
What was that comment?
Tactical pause.
That's an easy ban.
Oh no, not even, sorry, it's half time.
Yeah, that's just a straight up ban, surely.
Still, will be used as one, I think, for the side of Liquid. This is probably a minute where you get to kick up your feet and think, guys, if we win the pistol, we are chilling. You know, this map is...
His name is radically sane and he types it.
So it's radically insane thing I've ever seen.
One of this BO3, it has to start with a pistol win. Liquid have been on point when they've been ahead of the curve against us. We've got to put them under the microscope. We've got to make them panic.
Oh, that's an interesting 5-4.
So they're going to try and take rounds on their own
Pressure
terms.
naming.
Dude, this is common these days.
No, this is the reverse of the attack one.
Yeah, it's common though. Loads of people have been doing this. Yeah. We even saw it today. Who was playing today? The Paper X?
I've stopped watching Sunset since it's getting removed.
Look towards middle, you can try and escape elsewhere.
Damn, bro. That's on a pistol.
Always get two.
They're gonna win him double pistol. Kiko's still alive. They got camera here. They kind of got good info over towards A. They're in a pretty good spot.
Called it out and still runner falls. And not
I
only
just think
that,
Gio's
he's
getting two, you know? He's just getting two.
180 to get the second.
I think...
Did he get spotted?
Yeah, I think he did. I'm really confident he did, but...
Look,
no way.
Like how there's no sort of anti-play for Paper in that situation. How are you supposed to protect such a precise headshot through the smoke?
He could actually do no wrong right
Kiko's
now.
actually just owning it. Shout out to Nats for making this doable though. Double pistol for Liquid. Looking easy when they do this.
How's Nats getting two there, and then how's Gio just one button a guy through a smoke, by the way?
I mean, it's pretty good though. I mean, he heard him. Wait, this was the guy that wasn't planting or was planning? Was planning, right?
Until it is. You can't help but think with the dominant, definitive start that we've been getting and the individual sort of comparison that we've got between these two teams.
Yeah, he hit the planner. I mean, that's fine.
Oh, wait,
just shout out to the ping, bro. Someone's got incredible ears on him. Dude, they just got to force into it. Liquid, pretty aware. Looks like heavy buy. Go up towards A and... Dude, this early Gecko flash is kind of nice when people send it on A these days. Honestly, Patty could own this. Oh, that's a lovely gauge, dude. The gauge to make sure he can't swing on here is everything.
Oh, nice flash.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think this is one that you have to play quite passive. You let them out on the site, you just go for the retake. Nats is going to try and storm in. This is going to be a surprise to the attack.
Bro's pre-aiming for wingman.
Westside claims the last.
Okay.
GiantX.
Gun upgrades as well.
They've only lost anti-ecos.
No, there was one buy, right? It's 3. I don't know how they won the 4th round. They've lost to 3 ecos at least. 3 out of 4.
I'm pretty sure it tagged him with a blind
insanity.
with the dizzy.
1 buy, 3 anti-ecos,
yeah. Get out of dodge as well, so the re-swings weren't available for the trades, and then
feel
reset
like
again, going back
in
as that
you just gotta stick with the stinger at this point.
Stick what's working.
Picking up the second, and then it just comes into the site. You have the man advantage.
Was that a force? Yeah.
I mean,
can we call that an eco if it's a force? That's a good point.
Going up against.
What is this? Wall goes across middle. They all crouch. Bottom here, drop it.
This is an old school one from us.
And realistically, it was kind of.
This is Nat's favourite.
You don't want to be sacrificing that 11th round, going 11-3.
Yeah, I'm not sure we can call that an eco, but...
And also why Team Liquid aren't forcing back, right? Because realistically, they have so much wriggle room to work with that it's fine to even let GiantX get up to 5 rather than risk it being a 10-5 after forcing, then you've seen a 10-6, a 10-7 possibly with the economy situation.
Oh, how's he getting 2?
A couple of kills won't go.
It's a joke at this point, man.
Especially with an opportunity for more. Kamek, paranoia out.
Oh, it's so strong.
Ooh, okay. Honestly, had a good chance there.
Runner regains consciousness.
I'm gonna have to have a word with Gio after this. Like, why was this last year, bro?
Dude, they managed to get two guns out of him. I mean, it's different. Maybe guys should have put him on Sentinel. Ignat's Sentinel.
The combination of weapons where they've been successful haven't been the
I like it though. Kind of means they could lean heavy into Viper if they wanted to do double controller stuff.
It's a good point. He did do this in the first game. That's a good point.
More accurately, what Liquid are getting up to.
In the first game in 2024. Is this the Icebox game?
Yeah. Oh.
Sort of monotonous idea.
Dude, the insta gecko flashes is getting so much.
Camo goes for an early fight. GiantX happy to walk away 5-on-4.
Giants could do this.
Now it's just the complete wraparound through spawn to B.
And this is something that we saw previously.
A lot of good.
I don't know that you're good at Survivor Cypher.
Yeah, but they're only planning to hold back a site.
Yeah, but Nats always gets two.
No joke.
I'm telling you, I've seen this enough. Nats gets two.
Dude, if Giants have practiced their B main plant, they're fine.
Really wanting to focus on these two sentinels or pseudo sentinels, if you want to count Nats as a controller, but more of that Viper with the smokes, with the mollies as well, and that trip actually slows down and nullifies.
Dude, they had so much time to shoot this trip while getting killed.
Okay, you win.
Let's go 0, of course.
I've seen enough, you know. I want to try it out, you know.
How has Tamazi not got that one? Oh god, no. Oh dude, Tamazi's like, please win this.
It's
got no util.
No utility.
Great shot from Runner.
5 seconds stun.
Kamek, a tap of the spike. The spam goes through. Has to reload. Scared he's on it. Will now
regen armor. Did it come up in time?
It
doesn't even matter.
Through, but Runner denies.
Oh, sigh of relief for Tamazi. Holy. Yeah, a little shake of the head there.
At the end of the first half and you saw the scoreline, you'd be thinking it's a bit of a write-off. You come back in now, you start to think that this lead that Liquid have, a little more digestible.
Kamek, yeah, he got a little bit lost in the smoke. He should just waited after the second tap.
You let me down. What are you doing?
Indeed, and you're talking about the first half, right? It was sort of
didn't even really see how they died over towards site.
Gio went for a crazy play.
Switch has been
he pushed into the smoke alone.
Once they've come onto this attacking side, and it feels like they really.
Yeah, because they're not meant to do that, right? They're just meant to just hold back a site. Just
delay and then forcements would be main plan.
Runner there. Also, the round differential is getting closer. The gap is closing, and we're at 6-10.
But he's also like 18 and 10, so
it's not necessarily the best scoreline. But it is a lot better than what we saw in the first half. It was 9-3. Even then, Team Liquid won the pistols, so that put them up onto double digits so soon. And it was off the back of a force buy coming in from GiantX that really solidified this sort of belief in the comeback and the possibility for them to turn ties coming into this attacking half.
Yeah, that was mental play.
We are 16 rounds in now to this first map. Liquid's lead reduced down to just 4. I say just, it's still a healthy lead to work with. Same theme has sort of underlined the last 3 rounds, and that is GiantX will always walk away with an advantage in their name.
Okay, they go back to the old wall.
Well enough. Trade out.
Oh my god. Well, dude, they're gonna have so many ults for this buy round. This is gonna get really close. Nats with a def, Nats with a def gets an ult, so that's gonna be pretty good. And then thinking it's gonna be a giant round with a lot of ults here.
Yeah, but Viper ult on this map on defense is tough.
Stuff, but it does make a difference. Now only 3
away. It's a decent one towards A you can do.
Blast someone in the head
but I don't know.
Viper and both of the Viper and the mains are good.
No, on site there's like a Xerxia one you can do from backside.
Oh really?
Yeah, you like play metal or whatever you call it, and you like
just
as you hear them exacting, yeah, you get the whole site.
Honestly, I don't mind Nats also going down there because he's one off.
If he goes main, they got Gecko ult for it and Boost stun, which might be tough. I don't know if you'll want to do it.
Layer it with Kiko's abilities as well with the trips, with some cameras. You can lock down an entire site with realistically only putting one person over towards it, right? You get some trips there, you get the Viper's bit, and even Kiko
I'm getting some PTSD here, Biggie.
towards the opposite side, or
yeah, it's
Goblin attack off into a...
It's looking rough at the moment. They have so many ults that they're just massively in control.
The fact that there's so many ultimates for the side of GiantX, especially ones
they're good ults as well.
Like runners and clouds, they're very much round turning in the sense of you can clear out an
just because
entire
of ults
site.
suck. Pretty much.
Play it to it. Similar, if not ults, and puts
Viper all over towards A. That gives them a gap here.
With the thrash. And it's just interesting to see again, you're having that similar sort of situation where they put some trips over towards one side, you put the
then you have the smoke on A, so it's pretty good to retake, and then in reaction you push.
Yeah, you smoke the other choke elbow.
Yeah, it's not the worst. Contact into flash into dash on.
It is gonna
good interesting work.
Towards the Omen, but to no avail. Camo getting
yeah, and they can honestly they can just take the win of just holding the fish short here.
Got the numbers to make up for
yeah.
It.
Gonna push the
gonna
smoke.
send in one of his own.
Oh,
and he'll look to deny the plant. It's a blind fire through, but will not connect onto anyone from GiantX. So 5 on 4, and a lot of ultimates used up.
Dude, Camo's aim's looking really crispy.
Spike's not down.
One. You are right. Spike still
flash to enable the swing.
Geo
wins
it.
Quickly. It's in the back pocket
Most likely.
And he will eventually commit, but it's just bought so much time.
Oh,
walk swing in that corner, not the one.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Opportunity even was presented in favor of Liquid. They like to make it a little difficult for them.
Zazie should be good too.
Oh boy.
Thomasy on the other side of the smoke.
It's a bit of a disaster for Liquid. Util was really early, especially the fish ult was way too early. Kiko's got to swing that no matter what. You can't walk around that corner. Like even I'll hit that shot. Even you would hit that shot again.
No, like let's not go too far.
Yeah, you would hit that shot.
To be fair, I used to fry him in the pistol death matches.
There we go then.
He used to be so mad at me because my movement's so bad. He was like, he couldn't hit me.
Yeah, you can't predict it.
I'll take contact. If I start to shoot stun, right, and that's exactly what we can see.
Giants have Omen ult up as well, which is pretty good on this map, on the attack side.
Of the stun, because then you don't have that team play where he's just done it all himself, and it really comes down to the severe lack of utility Liquid had.
I mean, Liquid's defense has been pretty nice with the trip into the one person holding passive.
Retaking a site with.
Giants haven't really figured it out yet.
Look, if Valorant was a game where it takes you 10
I'm
rounds
like,
to win a game,
I don't know if you can be saying that, Bacon, really.
I don't think they figured out their default. I think they're just
on the desk thinking, what a life we live.
winning the XX so far. They've not really like prodded A, realised they can get the A space for free. This is the first round.
They haven't needed to be so weak.
They've been winning all the
They
rounds.
can't retake B.
Everything that they can.
They can't hold back a site. With a comp that's meant to hold back a site.
Another lighter investment made by the defense. Still one that they're looking to prod and poke at the economy here for GiantX because their creds pretty high. Looking like an economy.
He goes out, flash in as well. It's nice over one on this one. The only good news for Liquid is Giants used a lot of util to get over towards the site. They just don't have anything here.
Well, maybe leaning a little heavier on the likes of Kaiko, who has the Vandal and has himself.
Damn, dudes, that was nice. Dude, this cross map molly is kind of sick though from Nats.
Cloud spotted 2 on 4.
This is nice. You molly. It looks like everyone's here, and then you get the luck to go at middle. That's sick.
All on west side, 1 against 4, and I made the joke that it's 10 rounds. And
Liquid have some nice stuff here. In terms of Giants, they use way too much util for a site that was being played retake. As soon as they wanted to actually like retake the site here, they had nothing. They had like a cipher cage. That was it.
Looking at it, okay, there's three sheriffs.
This cross map molly is awesome. Then you call that they're all here, and then this guy would just go at middle. Where does he even line that up from?
He lines it up from
the box?
Not the box, behind the box.
In the corner.
Yeah, in the corner.
Safe corner. I'm not even sure there is a safe corner.
Yeah, there is, from like the entrance where you used to one way.
So many levels and different.
If it's the same one as you used to do,
where there's 3 sheriffs, a Spectre, and a Vandal, they're putting the pieces in the right places for the main win conditions to be the forefront of the.
Good news for Liquid is they kept a lot of people alive. Bad news is all advantage is heavily on the side of Giants. Uh-oh, the spam towards middle so we don't check it.
Unfortunately not Petra.
Yeah, it didn't really work. The problem was as well that the wall came up and it was like meant to be a distraction. Like, why would you put the wall up and isolate your player here?
Maybe hyped up a little bit too much.
Checked
but
it.
Again, it's an easy kill for the side of GiantX. They get it, they reset back out. And you can even see Team Liquid have so
he clears it, yeah, but it's like
mid, but also
he had
Nats
full safety from
realistically worry
Nats
about
as
two
well.
different angles. Thankfully his teammates clear
and
out
obviously Smoke was top mid.
Camo now on the angle, clearing as much as possible.
I mean, they're always stacking the right side.
Now over towards
they're always going into like 3.
We go, pressure in.
Does he just shoot top left? Oh yeah, I love that though from Camo. That was a nice little distraction. Make sure he doesn't molly. Oh hey, this was nice at the moment here. Big 4v4. They got wall to go up to clear back a site. Runners just spammed him through smoke.
As the Gecko removed from the equation, it's the attack with
wall
the
up, send it.
And now with the time on their side as well, Camo moves in. It's a quick pre-fire from Tomazi. Only the single, but the damage already done. Kamek last alive, 1 on 3. And even then,
so they got some nice shots. Insta resets, but everyone's money's still okay, so they buy into it. But this is a big round.
What's the ult situation? I don't think TL have good ults.
Surely they get an op out. I feel like they need to get an op out. The Jett is so useless on defense unless there's an op.
Retakeability of this team, just on the lack of utility that I feel like. Sure, you're talking about Patasek on that Gecko is able to weasel out a couple of positions.
Are they meant to retake B? It's meant to be like. It's meant to be wall up into like Omen Flash or Gecko Flash, and you take like this segment, and then you drop it down, then you take this segment. But honestly, I just think as soon as they lose this segment with the wall, it's so hard for them.
Patasek Flash has already been used or already fallen. And then Kamek and Camo are just stuck in a situation where, well, we kind of have to at least try. We can't just keep saving and saving and saving. And they just
could
walk
someone
out
not have dropped
right into so
an op? Yeah, they could have
got
got
a possibility that they have to clear. And
could have and should have got up, I think.
For the side of GiantX. And coming into this one now, they're already starting to scale up over towards a split between the Cypher utility, one over towards
and again, there's 3 here.
A little bit more control for the side of Team Liquid, and they can specifically target one avenue to really worry about. This
Giants can like just take him in for free, create the pressure, and walk back into B.
On the clock.
Yeah, I like what Kamek's doing here. He does a D plus smoke, so obviously they have to send it through the choke point more. They doesn't like let them close distance and flash all the way through. For you ranked players out there.
Where possible, will TP into the safety of a smoke.
Camo's going to push through the smoke, surely.
Side that have deployed it though, and we'll have to find a way back through because GiantX.
Keep an eye on the luck of middle. Luck of middle's pretty big on this one. Has a really good timing, but does not get there. Oh, dude. Honestly, Westside goes to that.
Whoa, how's Kamek too?
Eventually get dropped by Cloud and Westside another. It's a 2v3. All chips to the middle of the
Wingman though. Wingman's going to be giant here.
They can see where the spike is planted. They just don't know where the bodies lie for this attack.
Oh, that's a nightmare.
Voice line being heard, they know. There is a fourth
okay, nice double swing off it as well. The Giants are good.
Another to their name. It is 10-11 on the Liquid selection.
Touch grass. What? My chat, why are you flaming so much? What's going on here?
I'm just considering, if you're looking at this scoreline now, like if you're completely new brains and you're like, oh, maybe it was like a 7-1.
It's fun. Yeah,
like,
fair
the
play.
scoreline's pretty close. It was a really back and forth game. No, this was not. Sure, you can talk about back and forth in the sense of one team is attacking like crazy, whether it's Team Liquid when they were on the attack or it's GiantX when it was their turn. And it's more of that sort of sense of getting that defensive bolstering up, because the site hits from both of these teams have been pretty scary, especially when they're getting into that
Pixel looks calm in a timeout. What's going on?
Advantage. And in that round in particular, you had 2 players over towards
Wayland
Elbow with the opportunity to flank around main and be that sort of thorn in the side, because the spike planted could have been realistically swung from CT, Elbow, and main at the same time, and it really puts the
He's baking the guy on the right.
In a tough situation where
because how do you think that one's working?
So coming in a little bit later because the site hits are just so quick and fast. they get stuck in a situation where they have so many angles to
Yeah,
clear,
don't worry, I'm just doing a timeout while I'm on co-stream. Don't worry about it.
There's not really much you can do in that situation other than get the right timing.
Problem with this timeout is they're just gonna start doing aggro stuff. I think they got to scrap the wall on B. It's not working.
Liquid have got to choose their next moves.
I mean, I always preferred the one that goes to B main. I think the B main pressure is more important. And I know who you said it's like harder to fight, but I think it's also easier to, in some senses, like create pressure.
It's anyone's game.
And look at the buy as well from Liquid. I think that was what the timeout was trying to consider what they wanted to bring into this. They're on that sort of half.
I mean, yeah, it's only the camera that can get info.
You just wall up, you break it, then you have like 2 boxes they need to clear and a wall that they have to push in front of.
Especially
box.
Since look how much they've been able to
Okay,
scale
liquid eco on this one. Oh, I like the puffing on this.
Managed to cross over into spawn. It's going to put so much pressure onto the B defenders.
Nice double swing though.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Second GiantX ripping hearts from bodies as the B site under siege once more. While GiantX have claimed a 5-on-3, it's Liquid that have nothing to show for it. The tiniest bit of underlying damage to Purpo.
That was the Paper X game today. Really cool to watch.
Nice shot.
Good dash though.
Catching the flash out of midair. Hot spot here. Got to collect. Kamek with one. Patatek another. But it is all on the Gecko's shoulders.
Rhymes with French philosopher Lacan.
32 points of health.
That's what my 4 years of university study philosophy taught me.
Pretty good.
Flash once more. Util just blocking him out from both directions. He'll have to fight through a smoke or a cage and run up patient.
Okay, Rana gets a little bit closer to his ult.
Up to 11.
Looking good for Giants.
I really want to see from the side of Team Liquid, especially now that they're going to...
I just want to see something aggro. Surely, anything. Fight B main, fight A main,
sure, you can make the
fight
yeah,
middle.
they're going to have the whole map, right?
Have the weaponry to do it. It has
yeah, no, they have the whole map the whole time.
They get B main for free, they get middle for free.
The GiantX players for free, and you can see how that sort of...
And they have no ult pressure.
Cementing into the site execution.
They have no, like,
not
deep
fighting
lines.
For B main at all. A main is like sort of really hard to contest.
Okay, fighting over towards A, set the jet up.
So there's so many
plan.
avenues that have been cut off that you typically see teams
like Giants
like,
are
on
gonna
that heavy fight,
this.
especially over towards A main position where you see Tom Azzy holding.
Looks like they're getting ready
to
for
have
it
like
now.
a flash off contact or a stun off contact of the player
Okay,
over towards
contact,
Alba, which is
Omen flash, and then dash maybe on top from Camo. We'll see. Yeah, Omen flash goes in. He dashes out.
Trying to hold down onto the side.
Oh my!
Got greedy. Tried to get 2.
Attempt with a paranoia from Kamek, but again, it's another entry kill over to GiantX, and
Kamek could own it with the quick clear.
They have so much space that they can work with, especially over towards B, and mid has to be held, so they're going to clear that out. And it's just so many questions for Team Liquid as well, and they're going to have to rejig their defense.
Have to prep for the mid siege as well. Goes down. Oh my word!
Oh my goodness! He got a double here.
On his second spray,
I mean, fair play to Kamek.
It was nice though, the double sweep.
He recleared A quickly.
Yeah.
And then like let them trusted that they had to do something else.
And he's gonna hear them all here. Problem is wingman, but so is that flash. Honestly, I'm probably. Oh, okay, that's a nice TP. You just chill. I would just Omen all behind the strip. Okay, hold on. Yeah, that'll do it.
Bring him to his knees, and justice will be served. Nats runs round the corner.
Okay, nicely handled.
That
should take the defuse.
At 12, and they'll get one shot at closing before having to face the music of OT.
And what a laboured 12, Ryan. We were at a 10
I like the double swing over towards the middle. That was good though.
10-3, and it's come back.
Set them up well for
it. The time that we get onto 12 for Liquid is when
how's the calling from Nats? I mean, attack half's good. The problem is on defense, you never know who's calling like what setups.
Off the back of this mid aggression and well, the double kill from Patatek.
Yeah.
Nats' movement looked so fast there for some reason.
Well
okay, one chance. One chance. everyone's talking about orbs right
now.
Way
to get around on the board.
So maybe the wall over towards B, this would be a perfect round to use it. Don't do anything, they get a free orb, it's a free Razor. Razor, Fischl, how on earth the Giants lose this then?
Team, we've managed to win a pistol and, well, one.
I feel like that's a mistake from Liquid, they give him so much space here.
They started addressing sort of any sort of mid pressure, they want to fight.
I would have at least done the wall over towards B here, so they have to use Fischl to clear it.
In the
like fast Fischl to clear it.
The Gecko Jet can be difficult when you're trying to stay down an attack, and well, kind of have to avoid the loop.
Oh yeah, would a beast round from west side. Camera is awesome.
Is looming. Ryan, a double kill for the Cypher over towards mid, and a B site.
Yeah, well, and we raise all into market.
Look how far away.
I think he can pick up Fischl.
He does not have to do naff at all. He's gotten his two, and now he's just being like a thief in the night. They don't even know where he is. He even gets
he's absolutely owned this round. Dude, okay, so it goes overtime chat, and it's pretty much whoever wins defense. Because
on the attacker side,
it's a 9-3 into a 9-3.
Someone that I was looking towards.
Camo will give it his best 1 on 5, but we go the distance plus some 24 rounds. You cannot separate these two teams, and the common theme between the two has been attack, attack.
Let's see now that everyone's calmed down a little bit.
Side. Liquid,
TL's
despite what is one of the most one-sided starts I think you could ask for, removed.
Lovely little sidestep on that.
Validated by this
2 bullets, sidestep, crouch.
And West Side's quadra at the end of that round. Very well.
Hey, at least they got it to OT. That's better than I did.
At least there's smiles on the Liquid faces, but you can't help but think that maybe that's under your skin a little bit that you've choked such a big lead.
And in this, coming into overtime, you have to be looking
Cast
for
as a savage.
The ones that are feeling under pressure, right? They were the ones that were 10-3 up. It was the game to lose, realistically, from that scoreline, and GiantX have just gained so much momentum.
Got a timeout in overtime, or is this just a countdown?
They weren't able to get to 12 first, but they had the answer back straight again on the next round. And even talking about that round in particular, they couldn't even get back.
Okay, Giants
into the timeout.
Yeah, into the timeout for overtime.
Getting into the post plant, pushing CT. So there's so many things to address for the sides of Liquid going into that retake, and they couldn't even address the first one. So there's definitely going to be some things to be talked about. GiantX are going to take that timeout. Obviously, they get one into going into overtime. It's 12-12, and I believe they're starting off on the defense, I want to say. Yeah. Starting off on the defense, and especially for what we've seen from both of these teams on the defense, is a lot to be desired. And
dude,
I want to chalk that
Camo
to
surely gets an op-out in overtime here on defense.
The comps are kind of a bit more attacker-sided as well, not necessarily.
This is an awesome comp to play up against.
Oh,
this is what we were talking about earlier, the flash through the window. Dude, Purple gets a double, and he's done good damage. Oh,
nice flash.
That's a sick flash.
Shout out, man.
Escape moves away more or less unscathed after finding that double. And now it's Liquid left to lick their wounds.
Yeah, it might be the big defense round that they needed.
That's Patatek, Kaiko. 3 alive, but 4 to find. They've got a minute plus a bit of change to work with. They've got to start showing results, and soon. It is the GiantX side.
Okay, no overstep from him though. I like that.
Look at the HP on Kiko as well. Definitely going to be under pressure. Nats is the one that's going to be feeling it on site. He's already been taken down, spike in their hands.
And now, fight your way out of this one.
Yeah, gets the O as well. Speeds with the tier 1. Hello mate, thank you for the 20 months.
Well, I just realised it wasn't Nats, it was Gio. I just saw the Cypher, I assumed.
Used by Purpo. Basically used as a firework. Showing that he got there in the first place in OT. Nice first shot from Kaiko. We need to see 3 more. There's only 20 seconds left to do it.
Scarecrow Val as well. Thank you so much for the prime, mate. Appreciate that.
But yeah, there is 3 players waiting on the other side.
That was nice from Giants, though. That was good.
13-12, GiantX map point on the Liquid pick of
the bubble
Sunset.
kind of owned them, because Purpo could just insta-wrap.
Be in a situation at OT where GiantX are around the way from taking this
map.
I think they're going to laugh you out the room.
I didn't think there was a smoke. You talking about smoke?
Yeah, did they bubble here? No, he just satcheled into
yeah,
that
there's no
Liquid
smoke.
on
It was
the
dry.
attacking side. It was like it was two
No, there was
completely different teams that we
there was
were
an
seeing. And the fact
omen
that
smoke, and he
GiantX
satcheled
have been
into
able
it
to walk
from the
away
other side.
with the first
From
defensive
behind.
round when that was the most
Wait, where are you talking about? There was no
difficult
smoke
for
on
either
this,
of
I don't
these
think.
teams to get on
Yeah,
the
there
board.
was. He went into the omen smoke, I'm pretty sure.
Definitely spells
No,
trouble.
no, watch
He
your back.
satcheled.
I'm pretty sure there's no
Step up
smoke
from
there.
Liquid are needed into
Chat,
this
am I
one just
wrong?
to
Was
force
there
it
an omen
into a
smoke in
second
there?
XE, just to
Brian,
force the
1321 with a tier
continuation
1.
of this
Thank you,
game.
thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you for the 5 months. We got
And
no
again,
op
they've
out
left
again
out
as well.
this. Sure, they have a camera hold
I
here,
don't
the
understand the
cypher cam, so
jet.
that's a good little bit of an adaptation, a little bit of a change of setup, along with having
Bacon
this,
is always on.
the Viper and the Cypher on the same side. There's a lot of util that you can play off the back of and you can capitalize on for kills. But the issue is, I'm feeling, is if these players do get split on over towards B, the rotates are so far away, and also there's an issue of this top mid aggression that you can see.
Yeah, same thing with the pathing from earlier.
Being gone for.
Yeah, and look at this. There's so much space. Liquid are trying their best to contain it. Popo moves in. Cloud with the flash.
Bro, got a double here.
And there may just be light at the end of the
A
tunnel.
lot of damage as well. Spike down. Wingman goes in. You don't need to do this, Patty. Now you gave him ult. Now he can pick up Spike.
And now it's a 2v2. And he can TP for the ult.
Oh boy, it's one of those things where just one misstep just goes horribly wrong.
1-on-2. Everything on the line. Got a smoke. He's got the paranoia. He can move across site as well. The problem is, there's a few questions to answer. Where's the spike and where are the enemies?
Is right. Oh, that feels
Bacan is
good.
right, and there was a smoke here, really.
Oh, that feels
And even the
good.
camera on the spike is going to be dealt with, but the players are split up, so Cam has to be wary of these players. I don't think he knows he's already been jumped up. This is
That or he's just throwing you
going to be an easy way for
I'll
GiantX
take
to walk
it.
away
I'll
with
eat
this.
it.
He does get one through the smoke.
Damn, nicely
Spam
done.
By West side.
Yeah, big mistake from
And that is
Liquid
the
at the end
face
to
of a
cost them
team that have
here.
just pulled
Dude,
off
9-3
a
lead.
miracle comeback
Brutal.
I've been
in
there,
map
boys.
one.
I've been there.
And
It's a
Liquid,
brutal one.
well, they're left for a few minutes to lick their